lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Aggies offense will have the football first. A&M able to pour out a close one the last time they saw the Longhorns.
That was a crazy game, and we were all there. You remember that? The energy in the stadium, Bevo drooling on the sidelines. They were bragging for a long time since then, David.
And so much bad blood, different conferences leaving each other, not playing. The feud just continues to grow.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. To the air, it's Kendricks. Zings it complete to the right. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Quickly to the tight end. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. So Texas offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Alford. He's got him in the flat. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Simon. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty, and they're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Now 2nd and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Caught in the backfield. It's Simon. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Butler. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Gonna run it. It's Simon. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To throw, it's Alford. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go. we've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday. What an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Kendricks. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for space. It's Simon. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Connection to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Alford. Working that left side now. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Texas! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw it to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to...
It's a fumble! Recovered by the defense, and he's off! Good gain on the return, and this defense has them up with a big play. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it here on the incompletion.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. 3rd down coming up after that completion. Wants to keep it in the air. Complete to the right. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and last. Using the quick game. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Put quite a drive together. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Alford. Bringing the heat. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. IndyCar tempo as they hit to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got out of trouble and throws. Wide open downfield. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The inside handoff. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Man, it's really nice as a defense to force 3rd and long, where you can bring in the nickel, Jesse, and you can play zone coverage with those zone eyes on the quarterback.
Yeah, as a quarterback, too, you got to know with that extra DB out there, your timing better be good and you better be accurate, because if you're not, they've got ball hawks in the back end. That errant throw gets picked.
They'll immediately call timeout.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leg.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more snap coming before halftime. On the run, it's King. Fights off a defender. He's out past the 35. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. To the air, it's Alford. He unleashes a long one. He's got it for a big play. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. The Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Aggies buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Looking for a crease, it's King. And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field, see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A dangerous 3rd and 10 here from inside their own 5. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, still going. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. The hand to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Kendricks. Fires to the big fella. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll run for it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Man, that's tough when you run the RPO and you put me in conflict. You can't let those linebackers come downhill really fast because I still have to play pass, and they hand it off, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
He'll try the left side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. That's caught. It's Norman. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Hand off to the single back. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking for a man. It's Kendricks. It's complete to the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fill.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Has to get there to move the sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Guerrero. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Under fire. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Looking downfield, it's Kendricks. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Texas. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Oh, man, the defense has just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field. But unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Might be looking to run. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. He fires one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line getting set on 2nd down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Back to pass. It's Alford. Rush is on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. With the catch, it's King. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. That's good for fighting Texas Aggies. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Makes the catch on the right side. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense looking great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Alford. Here's a heat. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive. pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Texas A&M going up tempo. Still firing away as he'll go down swinging. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one.